Puppy, yes?
Yes, he turns 9 months today, actually.
Feels like
Oops.
puppy stuff.
Yeah.
Aren't you supposed to stop that?
Walk right past them. I'm going to pay attention to the important people in the house. Okay? All right? And that's important that you can start to communicate that with people that come into your place, because then you can start to control him a little bit better right from the start.
Yeah, and he
know?
also has a problem with excited peeing sometimes. So
Yeah, sure.
People are like what you guys are doing. If you're not letting him get all riled up, he's much better, obviously.
Right.
So that's definitely part
Yeah,
of the problem.
and so we let him smell us. If he jumps up, we're gonna get him off. But
Yeah.
I don't engage the dog. I really try not to even put my hands on him too much. I'll let him smell me. But that's one of the things that'll happen too, is that the excitement of your dog is what we're trying to control.
Yes, for sure.
You know, the excitement.
Yes, sir.
And toning that excitement down as soon as you possibly can is really important to control his overall behavior, to control his overall mental attitude. Your control. Now, is he allowed on the bed?
He is.
Okay. Is he allowed on the bed?
Yes, but he sleeps in the crate at night, so he's not up there and we're on there.
Okay.
I have a feeling you're going to tell me he shouldn't be on the couch, and I'm okay with that.
No, I'm not. No. The only thing is,
we were talking about that this morning.
I'm not going to say that. I mean, because anybody, if your furniture and everything, even the bed, is something that's your personal space. So if you want your dog on it, you know he's shedding. If you want your dog on it, that's fine. We allow our dogs on a couch, but we have one couch that they can't go on.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things that the dog should earn that status. If you just brought your dog right into your house right away, and he gets a chance to get on your furniture right away,
He's the boss.
he's the boss, and that's not good. So he should earn that spot by, some trust, by understanding his boundaries. My next question usually is, what rooms is he not allowed in? Or is he allowed in every place?
He is.
Okay, so that's the first thing that we do. One of the things that we'll do is that we'll pick a room, and it's usually primarily the kitchen.
Okay.
Okay, so what we do is, since you only have one entrance to the kitchen, can you go out back this way with him?
Yeah.
Okay, so what we would do is we would give him this border.
Yeah.
Okay, without a fence.
Yeah.
Without any gate.
Yeah.
And let him know that he can only come through the kitchen to go outside with us.
Okay.
Okay, that we wouldn't allow him in this kitchen space to roam around, to just be in that kitchen space. And we do that for two reasons: because we don't want dog hair in the kitchen usually, and we start giving him some boundary and limitation as to the space that he can be in, because they're all terrible.
Yeah, I want to phase that out. I hate it.
They're all terrible,
Yeah.
unfortunately. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, the thing about that gentle leader is that it's so uncomfortable for the dog.
Yeah, he hates it.
That he's going to fight that. Mentally, you can't get the trust of your dog when he's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You simply can't.
Yeah.
So he's constantly going to be mentally fighting that, and so we want him to use his nose eventually. But the reason why this works so well, and if you've ever seen any dog whisperer, Cesar Millan stuff, he uses a slip lead like this. The problem is he doesn't tell people exactly, except to put it up on their neck right and everything, why it works and how to work it properly. So if this is on him wrong, you're not going to get the same results. And what I mean by that, if we want him to be on our right side, it has to be on like this. Okay, when I put it on him, it's going to slip on like that. If I put it on him like this, and I have him on the right side, it's going to pull across him like that, and it's going to choke him. Okay? If I want him on my left side, I put it on him like this, so that when I give him the correction, it goes like that, and then it releases. Okay? So I tell people that if you're right-handed, the first thing you should start doing is walk your dog on your right side. A lot of trainers will tell you have to heel your dog on your left side because that's what the AKC will tell you, and it's bullshit.
I would think so.
Yeah.
It is. It harkens only back to the days that we used to carry guns, and AKC is only formed by sportsmen, and so the rule was, I had my gun in my right hand, I had my dog on my left. Okay?
Sounds like a good time.
Right? So it's not necessary to heel your dog on your left, unless you're left-handed,
Yeah.
I tell people. The other reason why I like to heel my dog on the right side is this. If I'm really in control, I want to be the driver.
No.
and I want my dog to be the passenger.
No.
Sure.
Okay?
No.
So that anytime I'm walking, especially say on the street, usually people are walking like we're walking like cars are going. So somebody will usually pass me on my left side,
Then you want
right?
the dog in
And
there.
I want my dog on my right side.
Yeah,
Okay?
makes sense.
And so my dog becomes my passenger. And as we progress, we can go left side, right side. Right now, I can have Pete off leash. He knows if I say switch sides, he'll be on my left side. He'll go right to my right side. You know, and that doesn't take a lot. Just takes patience and consistency.
He's like really fighting it.
Yeah, he's already fighting that thing.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't want it on his nose because he heard me talking about it.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh my god, I've never seen him act like this with it. That's so strange. Okay. Usually
No,
he's
it's usually just
totally fine with it, yeah.
Like I said, I'm going to put this on for him being on my right side.
Yep.
Okay? So I'm slipping the lead on him like this. I'm going to put it right up behind his ears. Right up behind his ears, right up underneath his chin, and I'm going to slide this down.
Oh, okay, like a lock.
Yep.
Okay.
So we put that hair tie on there so that stays pretty nice and tight.
Yep.
I can still get a good finger up underneath there. You see that's not choking him? You
Yep.
see that?
Yep.
Okay? But what happens is if I correct him like that,
Yep.
and then it releases. You see that? That's the correction, that's the release.
Yep.
Okay? That's the correction, that's I start to control his nose already. So even if he looks around, I want him to start to pay attention to me.
Yep.
Start paying attention to me. I'm going to give him some praise every time he gives me what I want,
Yep.
and I'm going to give him a firm little correction every time he doesn't.
Yep.
Okay? So already he's giving me what I want right now.
Yep.
See that? He's giving me everything I want, and he's giving it to me without me holding on tightly to this leash. That's the important thing, that he's not getting tension to keep him here. He's doing this on his own right now. See that? Okay? So I'm going to walk a little bit more. One of the things I want you to look for is his head stops doing this, and you start to get this, what we call, he's in the cut where his ears start to go back, and he just starts to follow.
Yep.
So one of the things I start to layer in, one of my commands is a whoa, whoa, stop. I let him know that we're about to stop. I put the whoa, whoa in there like a horse almost.
Yep.
It gives him time to process, and then boom, come to a stop. I don't stop at every corner because that's not how we would normally walk. I don't make him sit down at every corner because that's not what he would normally do. I just want him to wait patiently until I start moving again. Okay, here we go. Come. So as soon as he starts not paying attention, we start all over again. So
Yeah.
he really was paying attention to that woman really
Yeah.
a lot. So we'll walk back and we'll see if we can.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So one of the things that we'll do is just like that, where we're trying to get him to There we go, right there, almost. You see that?
Yep.
Hey. Oh, that was nice. Did you see he was for that leash? Did you see that?
Yep.
Just gave him a no, and he was like, oh, okay. Hey.
And so every time you're at a stop, aside from the crosswalk, do you want him to be sitting?
Well, if I'm sitting and I just want to have a conversation with someone.
Right, that's what I think.
Yeah, I
too.
put him into a sit position like that. Like I said, at every stop walk, we don't put him into a sit because that's not how we would normally travel.
Right.
We want him to just be able to wait sometimes if for traffic or for a light. Sometimes I'll have him sit because since our dog is off leash, it makes people really nervous. I realize to drive by when the dog is sitting at the corner completely off leash. So I sit him down to make other people actually a little less nervous about the whole thing. Other than that, ignore, no.
And then when you're walking him, what are the command words or the words that you're using? I know you said the whoa, whoa, stop. I heard you say with
my
me.
commands are with me.
Yep.
I say with me.
Yep.
If he starts to get out,
Yep.
I try to make my correction really sharp and quick and to the side. I try not to pull back too much because that creates what's called a rubber band effect. I pull back, he wants to go forward.
Yep.
I'm just trying to get his attention,
Yep.
basically.
Yep.
Okay? I don't let him. There we go.
That's
Yep.
okay.
Hey.
Why are you not saying sit when you're with
Well, because right now the sit is not the important thing. The stay part is. So I don't want to overemphasize the sit because I'm not doing obedience training with him right now. All I'm doing right now is just a boundary and sort of limitations thing where I'm just letting him know that I don't want him to move. So he gets a correction. That I don't want him to move. That's all I'm asking him right now. Not the sit piece yet. Well, like I said, my obedience training doesn't start with sit at all anyway. It starts with the down. So if I want to start with any obedience and I want him to stay for me someplace, I go right to a down first. The sit, we tell everybody, every dog I know from the shelter knows how to sit. They've got to sit down and everybody says, no, sit. They've heard that all, doesn't mean anything. So in fact, in this sit position, he's still in a very alert position. And the down is actually in a really submissive position. It's almost in an inert position when I put him in a down. Let's go back this way.
piece right here, after he's pooped and peed, he just has to follow it.
Right.
The thing is, you have to realize that, he smells all this anyway without putting his nose on it.
Right.
That's how good their noses are. He
Yeah.
smells that fire hydrant from here.
Yeah. And so I kind of what you were saying. So if I take him to poop and pee before a walk, that's okay?
Yes.
Because I feel like that helps him stay more
Yes,
focused. and
absolutely,
distracted. Okay.
absolutely.
Right.
But like I said, I always like to have it put in there so that I can recognize that pull, pull toward the curve when he has to pee and when he has to poop.
Yeah.
That's different from when he just wants to smell.
Yeah, because I couldn't tell he had to go. I thought he was just sniffing.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I knew that
Yeah.
even watching it, but I
Yeah.
knew that that's exactly what that pull was.
Yeah.
So right now, this is the exercise for him right now. That just him being in this position without me holding on to him tight, any tension on this leash, he's going to sit here for me just like this.
Yep, until you
So
say
I
it's
can
okay to
tell
go.
you to say move.
Yeah.
Stay. No. Thank you. No. So I can tell that one of the things that he's been used to getting his way just by size alone. He's muscling his way through stuff.
That's part of the problem. Yeah,
bullies his
sure.
way through stuff.
Yeah.
He's still a puppy. I can feel a lot of puppy in him.
Yeah.
But, he's not used to really being said, hey, just stop doing that and just stay right there
Yeah.
a little bit. Let's go back this way. Come. Let's go a little slower this time. Let's see if we can go at a little slower pace. And this is one of the keys, too, is being able to go at a different pace so that he gets used to following me. Hey, yeah. Hey. No. Hands up. Hey. So you see, I can already tell that he's not getting the message on those. those last ones. So I look down. That's a little low on his neck.
Yep.
I'm going to pull this back up. Get it right up underneath there like that.
Yep.
Okay, and then the board. You can see that. That got better.
Yeah.
That was better.
That's because you're firm.
Yeah, really firm.
You know.
Yeah, really firm. You know, and firm, but one of the things that we want to, you know, impart on owners is that it takes a certain amount of
mile and a half in 20 minutes.
Keep going, baby. You're gonna make it.
Naughty, it's naughty. I know.
This firmness, but good boy. But being really loving, you know, that there's without being frustrated, without being angry.
That's definitely part of the problem because I have like zero patience, which is a recipe for disaster.
Well, if you already know that about yourself, this is this is a huge undertaking. Then, I mean, my patience runs deep,
Yeah.
deep. I've been doing this a long time. I understand how many times it takes a dog to understand something.
Yeah.
It takes a long time, and you can find your frustration spilling over into anger,
Definitely. Yeah.
and then then you start to give up, because you're not following through enough because you just can't do this.
Yeah.
Hey.
So when I'm walking him, should I stop every so often and get him to do that instead?
Well, yeah, you can. Yeah, absolutely. So did you hear the little thing? Did you hear that?
His
So
grumble?
yeah. So he's already telling me, hey. Exercise of patience. See, so how much patience do you have to do this, to walk back and forth, to once he reacts to something, to come back to that position and follow through again. That's really what it takes. Because this guy's going to give you everything you want. As long, right now, this is perfect. This is exactly what we're looking for. Because right now, he wants to move.
Yep.
I know he does.
Yep.
He wants to move.
Always.
Hey,
Yeah.
see that?
Yeah.
Hey. Hey. Shh. Shh. So I can use this as a distraction now.
Yeah.
See a guy warning. And that's
It's not barking.
He hasn't parked when you're walking. Only in the yard.
Does he normally?
In the yard, but not on walks.
Isn't that like protection though? Like it's his yard.
well, sometimes it's that, but sometimes it's just it's a bark that says, hey, I don't think you guys have it covered, so I'm going to let you know what's going on. What I'm doing is I'm letting the dog know that I got everything covered. I got it all. There we go.
Good boy.
There we go.
Good boy.
No. No. So if he gets back up, I'll put him back into a sit. If he goes down into a down again, that's the other thing is letting the dog understand praise without moving around.
Yep.
That's another piece where I want to be able to give him praise, especially on the down stays, but he can't move just because I'm giving him some love.
Right, doesn't mean it's time to move.
Right,
Yeah.
doesn't mean it's time to move. So the idea first is this. Watch this, guys. Watch this. So this is what happens usually immediately. Is as soon as somebody takes the lead from me, they'll do this. They put it in their left hand, and they pull this thing up like that, and you start walking like this. Okay? So what we want to do is we want to get this feeling of having these pieces like that. So
Like
when I
Okay,
have
got
the
it,
weights on this are going to be down like
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
Because eventually we want him to still feel the weight of this when we take this lead off. Okay? Have him like this. Okay, so ideally what we're looking for is that we're going to eventually get to the point that we're not holding it with two hands anyway,
Yep.
that we're going to be walking like this.
Yep.
And what happens is you've been so used to holding on like this with the two hands that instinctively that's what you go for, and then what happens is you create this tension again.
Yep.
So what I'm looking for is that we want him to start to feel nothing but relaxation from us. And that he's really starting to follow us and not be led around so much. Okay? correction, real quick correction with me. Relax your arm. Yeah, so every time that you give a correction, see if you can relax right after that and keep walking. Too far ahead of you. Hold on. Yeah. So one of the things that'll happen is if he starts off too far ahead of you, he's going to continue that way. Beginning, we start off already ahead of him. So we make this rule: if you can see your dog's butt, he's too far ahead of you. If you can see his tail or any part of his butt, like that whole walk, I can't see that.
Right.
If I do see that piece of him, I know he's too far ahead. I can give you correction. You can make the turnaround. Start all over again. Okay. Here we go. Yes. Did you hear what she said? Once I start, I actually do want to start I want to start ahead of him. I want to start a good, hey.
A stride in front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say, come. So you see now he starts to follow me already. See that? He starts to follow me right off that first steps.
Yeah.
Okay? Here we go. So put him into a sit.
Okay. So when you're having him sit,
So
doing this?
What I do, is I just.
Okay. He gets it.
Yeah. See that?
Okay.
Good boy. Good boy. Yes. Good boy. So I put him into a sit. I turn him around. Yep. So pretty soon I don't even have to do anything but just slight touch on him.
Yeah.
Like that. Okay. So stand him up, bring him around, put him in a sit, and then start again.
Okay.
Now relax it.
Yep.
Yeah, give him a command if you want to say, come on. Yep. Okay, so watch this. Let me show you a quick technique that should happen. Say, and this is something really subtle. In working a leash on a dog, and like I said, it happens all the time. Once I take the leash, it changes. I give it back. It goes right back to the old one. I take the leash, it changes. So one of the things that I tell people is that if you're holding on to the leash like this, see how your hand is like this?
Yep.
I'm literally telling my dog in a way to move out ahead of me. I hold on to the leash like this. I'm actually telling my dog to move back.
Okay.
So I'm trying to at some point hold on like this, so that I'm not holding on like this.
Yep.
See, so even this, in attention. See that?
Yeah.
I'm slowly pulling back, and I'm almost giving permission for the dog to move forward.
Yeah.
So like this, I'm already saying, good boy, come with me. The piece that's hard, and this is hard for almost everybody that we counsel, is to not get that feeling that I have to do this the whole time. See that?
Okay.
That I can go like this, hey, and then go like that.
Yep.
And I'm gonna get the same thing. I'm gonna get more. Because that whole time, he was pulling at me the whole time just then.
Yep.
Just as I was tugging on him, he's pulling back. Tugging on him, he's pulling back. I give him that, and then relax, and he gives me that.
Okay.
Up, no. Good. Quick question your mom just asked.
Yeah.
Say you're on the walk with him and you encounter other dogs. What's the protocol on the walk about seeing other dogs? And here it is. We don't meet dogs on the walk. We don't. We walk past them, or we let them sit and walk past us. I especially never meet a dog that's out ahead of the person on a retractable leash, which is about 99% of the time. Those dogs are not going to meet well. Okay? And I don't trust that dog anyway. If I see that dog out ahead of that person, I don't trust that person and I don't trust their dog.
Understood.
You see? If I see another dog coming at me and they're coming at me really nice and controlled, walking really well, I might stop and say something to that person. And have our dogs not engage at all. Our dogs would have to just sit and
Be dogs.
be dogs and just look at each other, just be around each other. The only time they get to come together is when we go to a dog park or play area, and now it's designated for that, like Stotter's Neck or someplace like that. And now we let the dog loose. We got dog play, which is important for the dog anyway.
Yep.
And get some dog interaction a lot, but never on the walk. Never on the walk.
Okay.
Okay.
And like I said, especially when I see a dog in front of that person, stretched out on a leash, we're not meeting that dog. What I do sometimes, if my dog has a bad reaction to a dog, I'll follow that dog. So say they pass us and he gets all squirrely, I go, and I just turn around and I just don't follow that dog. I just let him know I don't want that. Even if you see a dog or around the dog, I want you to behave just like this. No. Leave it. Leave it. He's going to start following me anyway. Leave it. No. 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 Not a toy. Leave it. Hey. Hey. No. 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 This is not for you. So I've got to be really firm with that about him putting this in his mouth especially. You have more people that when we give this equipment to them, if they're not really diligent about that, they come back, oh, he chewed through the leash or he chewed through the necktie. That's because you already let him have his mouth on it in the beginning and you weren't really paying attention to him enough that he was allowed to chew through that. So now I'm going to give him some slack. Leave it.
He's not the only one who tries to
Leave
fight
it.
us.
Hey.
No.
Good boy.
But they all can be made not to.
Yeah, yeah. And what about picking stuff up outside? That's okay?
So this is the thing I do encourage, is that when you have them out here, you just walk around. The thing is about this piece of equipment too, about the glove thing, is in the beginning when you start to do obedience training with your dog is going to object at some point. He's going to go. It's just like, going to school. He's going to not want to go to school some days. He's going to object, and the only way he can object is to put his mouth on you. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people become really funny about that. They're like, wow, I can't believe my dog just tried to bite me. But in a way, all he's saying is that, hey, I don't want to do this right now, but we have to work through that. I want to be able to have him bite me and not hurt me, and then I can still correct that. Mm-hmm. So the gloves are really important. We have some dogs that you never knew were going to bite, and boom, they put their mouth on you immediately. Mm-hmm. So we're going to show him this border right here. Okay. So I show him this. I go like this. Show it to him. No. Show it to him again. No. Okay. I come over here. Show him this. See this? No. See this? No. Okay. So then what we do, we're going to show him to him one more time. Show it to him one more time. Bernie, you see this? No. Good boy. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Good boy. Yeah, I know. I know. So then what I do is I walk in here. So I show it to him again.
Yep.
See this? No. Okay, old man.
Dramatic.
Yeah. So then what I do is I move into the spot. If I'm not stepping on.
You're ruining the asparagus.
That's what I want.
That's awesome, yeah.
So I show him the spot. This is what we do for our curb training.
Good boy.
Nice.
Good boy. You're making me look good, man. So that's a really simple exercise for any space.
That's good, yeah.
that I don't want him to go
And is
into.
that
That's
what you
what
would
we
do
use
with the kitchen?
for the kitchen.
Yeah.
That's what we use for any bedroom, for steps if we don't want him to go up or down
Yeah.
something. Any open area. So this is what we use for the curb training when we're on our walk. I would let him on the walk go out over. I pick a street that's not busy. Let him go out over the curb on purpose. Show him that that's not what we want. Show him that boundary. Go down the street again. Show him the boundary again for the curb, and keep walking. We do that for several days. All of a sudden, they're not going out over the curb at all.
Yep.